So good evening and welcome to the only phone in here, of course, on Super League Raw every Friday after the big game. Of course, the Leigh Leopards, pretty much, you'd have to say, well and truly beating the Saints. We'll get onto that 11-try. Wigan Warriors wrap up second. Of course, Leeds Rhinos falling last night to the Catalan Dragons in an absolute shocking display from them. Will we get some Rhinos on tonight talking about their team? Was Jack Sinfield good enough? Is he the future of the Leeds Rhinos? Brodie Croft, did he try and do too much himself and get a lot of it wrong? Big questions for the Leeds Rhinos. The Leopards tonight, I felt, played very well indeed. They look very much in playoff form. They will, of course, finish a minimum now of third. And when you consider that Leeds go to the Brick Community Stadium next week, and of course, the Leigh Leopards play Huddersfield Giants, unless the Wigan Warriors were to rest a few players, it may just be a third place finish for the Saints. As things stand at the end of this evening, then in the first round of the playoffs, it will be the Leopards against Wakefield, and the Saints would go to Headingley. If you want to come on the show tonight, then in the description is a link. You press that link and you accept the camera. You also take yourself off mute, and you will go into our holding pattern. I will see you on the screen. Be patient, wait there, and you will get your opportunity to come on to the full-time phone in here on Super League Raw and have your say on your team. It can be any of the teams. It could even be the teams that haven't played yet. What were your thoughts on the games last night, this evening? Any of the decisions you thought the officials got wrong? Any decisions that you thought went against your team or rightly went for your team? Of course, Leigh Leopards tonight getting their first yellow card of the season, but was it justified? That's a question for some Leifers out there, isn't it? Was the Edwin Pape yellow card justified? And what about Kyle Felt doing his best Harry Smith impression? I have to say, I think he bettered him. It was an absolute shocker from Kyle Felt. No wonder the LSV pretty much, quite rightly, spoke for the entire rugby league community. Shocking, Kyle. Absolutely shocking. Right, let's get the show underway. Like I say, if you want to come on the show, then do, of course, press the link. Get yourselves in on the action. It'd be absolutely marvellous to have you with us this evening. Come on the show. And the man that has done that right off the cuff is Craig Forth, Wigan Warriors fan. Hello, Craig. How are you, sir?
I am good, mate. How was yourself?
Very well indeed. 11-try rout for the Wigan Warriors. What have you got to say, mate?
Oh, well, I just think it's just impressive for Wigan. There was 4 players got a brace on that one. I was wondering who was going to get if anyone was going to get a hat trick on that one. I just think this was a Wigan performance we've been waiting for. It's the first time they've hit 60 this season, which for Wigan is surprising, to be fair, because normally you'd have thought they'd have probably done that by now. But this was a Wigan now team that is determined to turn up and say to the rest of the league, look, we are now, it's game time now, we're on. My only concern about it was obviously the only time that Castleford seemed to do anything in the game, they actually scored, and that, to be fair, was a bit of a beauty of a try, which I'll give it credit. But yeah, it was just a fantastic performance from Wigan. They turned up, they worked as a team, they played really well, and yeah, I know it was only Castleford. I mean, no disrespect to Castleford, but when we played them last time, it was in the last minutes that we won it with a controversial decision. This time, they was so clinical, and we was missing Farrell, we was missing Smith, and we was missing Kieran as well.
Yep, some key players missing for you, but like I say, it is Castleford. I say Castleford got a good win against Wakefield last week. I think Trinity fans will probably be looking at this result and going, what on earth did we do?
Yeah, they will be. They'll be thinking, what happened there? And again, I think especially when it was only a couple of weeks ago that Wakefield came to Wigan and we didn't perform as well as that. But it was just, I think I was just kind of just saying for Wigan now, they needed to make a statement. They needed to make a statement when if they want to show that they are still serious contenders. And I think that's kind of one of these that they've actually done now. And it was just safe for Wigan just to see that great performance. I mean, Field he's now 2 tries clear of Martin, so he's put the pressure on obviously to get top try scorer. And it was just a fantastic performance. Fireman was absolutely brilliant today. I just want to say how good he was with his kicking as well. I mean, he only missed a couple, but some of them kicks there was from out wide, and it was absolutely fantastic.
I think you're getting a bit giddy here, mate, if you don't mind me saying. I think you're getting a bit giddy. I mean, look,
I've had a couple of pints.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget Saints nilled them 40-0. Look at the Saints' performance this evening. The Leeds Rhinos went to Castleford and beat them 64-6. So pretty much all you've done is matched other people's efforts, really. I think you know, you need to reflect on that. Is it a statement win when those around you have been beating them as comfortably?
When you put it in that perspective, you won't say no. You'd say no. But I think for Wigan this season, how they've been performing, especially since we've only seen our defence has only become the defence that Wigan have been famous for, has only turned up in the last few weeks. I think this is a big statement effort from Wigan to turn around and put that score on somebody. It was a brilliant result in that respect, and to actually put that attacking effort in. So in some respects, yes and no. I mean, obviously, if that had been a Leigh or a Saints, then yes, it's a definite statement to the rest of the Super League. But it was definitely more of an attacking form that we'd seen, and I think it was good for Wigan to actually do that, especially missing the likes of Smith and Farrell.
Yeah, Harry Smith not there tonight. You'd have thought that was a resting job, would you?
Yeah, I think it's the first game that he's missed all season, to be fair. I think he's been an ever-present. So it must just be to obviously rest him because we have got Leeds. I appreciate Leeds didn't win last night, which was a shock to everybody, to be fair. And I want to give Catalans a lot of credit for that one. But I maybe like say rest him because I think Leeds next week, there's some debate, will Leeds now rest players because they're guaranteed wherever, but I think Leeds will want to turn up next week. They will want to put a performance on to show what they're capable of because they're going to want to go into the playoffs with a win over the team that's now finishing second.
Will Wigan rest players next week?
I think they'll still want that momentum because we're guaranteed second now, so we have got a week off. So we've obviously got that week of rest anyway. So me personally, I think we may as well put the team out there, get them a bit of that experience against a top team, and then we say we've got a week to rest and recuperate.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, you know, it's been like watching a balloon deflate, mate. I mean, you came on absolutely buzzing, but I think in reflecting, mate, that's not a statement win. If you do that next week against Leeds, then I might change my mind. But I mean, you know, no, that's not a statement win.
Maybe not, but it was good for Wigan to actually hit the 60 mark as well. It's the most points to points. I think it's a record against Castleford as well that we've actually done tonight. So it's still, so we've got some positives we can take from there, and we've got some again, it's shown some good attacking prowess that we needed to do. But one thing I will say is that second captain's challenge that we won, even I'm debating how the referee saw that changed direction, because I didn't see that change direction.
Doesn't really matter, does it? 62-6 doesn't really matter. Look, mate, you've got the job done. Very, very well done. We will hear more from Craig, I'm sure, on the final whistle. It's been great having your company this evening, Craig. You go well, and make sure you sleep off that hangover, my friend. You look after
yourself. Will do, mate. Right.
Okay, all the best. Right, we've got AZ. I don't know who AZ is. This is a new one. AZ, who's your team, mate? Can you hear us? Oh, we're having trouble with AZ. Oh, he's gone. Oh, well, AZ's got camera fire. We'll bring Adam in. Adam, can you hear us?
Yes,
fantastic. Right, you have your say on your Wigan Warriors, mate. What do you want to say?
Obviously, it's interesting listening to Craig there. I know what he's trying to say. Like, obviously, he's impressed with the attacking prowess, but I do agree with yourself, David. I won't class that as a statement win. It's exactly what you would expect a Wigan Warriors team to do, considering the opposition in front of you. We turned up with the right attitude, and we did the job professionally, and did exactly what the other teams have done, such as what you mentioned. So yeah, I'm really happy with the performance. Obviously, I'm a little bit disappointed with the soft try that they let in, because he ran about three different players. Bit of a sloppy at the dummy half, but other than that, I thought it was a really, really positive performance.
How many Castleford Tigers fans were in the stadium?
Just me.
Just Simo. Simo, were you? Hey up, Simo, lad. Yeah. Well done.
Hey, I tell you what, Dave, doing this at 22:15, you need to tell Craig Clough to have a coffee. Wigan, what's he put? No, Craig, behave. Dominant win. Are you joking? We didn't even get out of third gear, Wigan. Honestly.
He loves it, doesn't he, Simo?
What the? I'm not swearing.
No, you can't swear. No. Keep down.
Honestly. Have a coffee, Craig.
He's had a few too many shandies. You know, it's not his fault.
But, hey, So in regards to Kath,
Yes.
Dave, and I've said this to Adam, right? Obviously, sorry, in regards to the fixture tonight at the DW Stadium or whatever they want it to be called, I genuinely think that Matty P ain't going to have much video analysis apart from, like what Adam said, that bit of a soft try where Marcus went to sleep. And I think Adam said when Muzzy Mustafa scored, he went, oh God, he says, I think Edwin Pappy signed for Cath, where he's just gone round J Field. But yeah, small wins.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've got bigger things to look forward to next year, hopefully, for you. Is your boy with you this evening, Simo?
He's in
back, is he?
He's
outstanding. What did he make of the game?
What did you make of it,
What
Noah?
did you make it game, Noah? Yeah, that's all he's got to say on it.
Lovely stuff. Well, look, safe journeys, boys. Good to see you. Hopefully, we'll see you on the
Thank you for having us.
I'll see you on final
look
whistle,
forward to
Dave.
it, chaps. You have a safe journey home. Congratulations to you, Mr. Reeves. Right, let's just change track for a moment. Let's come away from Wigan. We'll go back to them in a minute because Gary Whitecunness is dialed in, so he'll be coming on in a bit. But here's Alex Sharper, Leeds Rhinos fan. Alex, what do you want to say about your team's disgraceful performance last night?
Yeah. Home playoff guaranteed now, Dave.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about last night.
Yep, fair enough.
You're not going to go far if you play like that, are you?
We're not, mate. We're not. I think obviously the WhatsApps on the memberships, we got put in different groups and things, and I put a video in. I think we disrespected Catalan. I feel like we already had one eye on the Wigan game, and I think we didn't show them the respect they deserve, and it's been proved this year. St Helens at home when we got beat 6-0, Wakefield when they got on top of us. When we chasing a scoreboard, we try and overplay, and it goes wrong. Like there was a period in the game, Dave. No doubt you watched the game yourself, where we've got 5 tackles, 5 meters out. O'Connor tries and misses 3 people out, and Brodie Crofts tries and Grubber kicks it on the first play. It was just absolute panic mode. I think with everything that was going on at the club, with it being the last regular home game, lap of honours after it, I feel like they thought they had to win, and after soon as Catalan went in, I think we tried to overplay a few situations.
Yeah, I think where your heads were at was epitomised by Lockie Miller's last conversion attempt. I mean, that was just...
Yeah, and the thing is, with that, Dave, it wasn't even as if the clock was ticking down, because Jack Smith put his both hands up, stopped the clock, so he had all the time in the world to take the kick. It would have given us 2.5 minutes to try and get a draw or score. And as you seen, he missed, same as Gaz O'Brien, and he missed one in front of the post as well, didn't he? So I didn't watch the Wigan game. I watched the Leigh Saints game, and if Leigh big raps, obviously our number 7 was missing, Jake Connor, but their number 7, he's right in form, and if I believe if he was getting picked for an Ashes team, he'd be headlines all over Super League.
Yeah, let's go to your kids, mate. Let's go see your kids. Max Simpson didn't do it wrong for me. Simpson thought it was.
Did you feel like it was a game too far? Not a game too far. I feel like he it was like he was a bit. I'm not sure. Like because he got knocked out at FC, and Brad Arthur said in his press conference that he'd done 60 odd minutes and he wants 80 minutes out of him this night. I just don't feel like. I also feel like if you watch Catalan attack, they attacked down the side where Max Simpson and Simfield were together, and that's where they were getting a lot of success, pushing us back because obviously they're not the biggest in size, and I feel like they were targeting both of them.
That's let's be fair though, mate. You would though, wouldn't you? That's called doing.
100%. Yeah.
That's called doing your own work,
mate. Yeah, by Joel Tompkins.
Now, come on, let's have a bit of sport then. Jack
Here
Sinfield.
we go.
Come on, Jack Sinfield. Go on. Over you.
Go. You know what I've said to Steph, Dave?
Go on. I'm all ears.
So Jack, obviously, I watched. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, I travelled from the northeast to the game, so I didn't get to watch Captain's Run till after. And I seen the comparisons that you done with Whitby and Farrimond, and obviously, I'm speaking with a few people from memberships, and they're saying that Farrimond's played very well tonight. And obviously proving the point, but I feel the comparison with the 9 games, he's actually only started 4 for Leeds as a half. The rest he's played hooker, coming on and off. He's only played 4. I feel like he done all right last night, to be honest. He got I know that Steph was saying he was rubbish. He done a few runs, but it was his run. It was his run that broke the line for the first try. What Ryan Hall got, he broke the line, then Watkins went in, and then we chipped it over the top. He broke the line about 3 times, no one on his inside. I don't think he should have bullet passed it to Chris Hankinson on the wing, but also should he have caught that, the winger? What do you think? What do you think, Dave? Do you think it was too much?
What? Sinfield or the pass to Hankinson?
Yeah, the pass to
I think Chris is, he had a couple of bad moments last night.
No, that's what I'm saying. Who do you think's at fault there, the bullet pass or the catch?
I think he's got to take that in.
Yeah.
Well, and I think this is the difference between. I mean, with the greatest respect to Chris, he's a utility, versatile player.
Yeah.
Versus an out-and-out winger.
Questions though, doesn't it, Dave? That we've got. I understand that we brought him in from Salford because Alfie Edgell is injured, but then we've got Riley Lum who went before he got put on the bench. He was 11 tries, 10 tries. So it makes Brad Harper's got some questions to ask because he says he needs to improve his game, but there must be more to it, mustn't there?
Well, it's very odd. It's very odd.
Sorry to interrupt, Dave. I watched in the backfield while Craig was talking, saying, "Well, Leeds rest players." Leeds can't rest players because the schedule, the reserves finals on the Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and exactly that, and like Warrington, the lads who have been playing reserve rugby league deserve to play in that final.
100%. So I don't see us resting many.
No,
and I didn't think this would be the game we got defeated, but I thought the Wigan one would be at the Brick. But hopefully, obviously we were on a 5-win streak, so hopefully it reins the lads back in, and Brad Arthur can reset it and get the focus back. And obviously, hopefully a few people come back from. We've got Ash Hanley to come back, Jay Connor to come back.
Well, I think Lee's done you a favour tonight.
100%. I was a bit nervous when Leigh went in for the second one. Sorry, when St.
I love how you deflected the Sinfield conversation. This is your future number 7.
I really believe he is. Really believe he is.
Nah, mate. I mean, look. You saw the comparisons we did on Captain's Run between him, George Whitby, and Farrimond. He's had 28 appearances now in a Rhino shirt, which is more than Farrimond. It's more than Whitby. And for me, and he's a year older, we should be seeing more from Jack Sinfield than we're currently seeing from Jack Sinfield. And is he a player? Is he a full-time professional rugby league player? Absolutely. Is he a number 7? That he's going to win a grand final at the Leeds Rhinos? I just don't see that.
I think he needs a run of games as well, Dave. That's what he's not getting in it. He's in and out. If you look at the games he's playing, obviously the games he's starting at 7, he's lost to Catalan last night. Obviously that's on his record. He played KR at 7. At home he got sent off, didn't he? Sin bin, sorry, not sent off. And then he started. Was it Magic week? Yeah, Magic when he put the drop kick over. But he's not getting a run of games, and I think that's the difference between him and the other people. Obviously, Farrimond got a run of games with Wigan, and I think George Whitby got a run of games. But George Whitby, Dave, as much as he's shown potential, he's still not getting in over their half pairing. And we've just watched an interview saying they've had 10 half pairings this season, St. Helens.
And don't get me wrong. Yeah, and that's a question that I think Paul Wellington's got to answer as well. And I'm sure some Plains fans have got something to say about that. Moses Mbai's kicking game tonight was atrocious. Shocking.
Yeah. One of them when it went in massively. If was it Bailey Hodgson that dropped it, Dave? If he never dropped it, it was 7 again.
Yeah, I think it was more Bailey Hodgson than it was.
Yeah.
So I think Bailey, I mean, don't get me wrong, kick pressure was decent, but I thought Mbai was average. I think Saints, I couldn't believe they actually got energy in the second half because after 20 minutes, they were blowing like you wouldn't believe. I thought, they're going to get absolutely hammered. And somehow we found a way back into it.
The big fella that you've been giving raps to, Dave, I think that was a big loss at HIA. Big Al.
Yeah, massive, mate. Yeah, I mean, as soon as he goes off, I mean, with Morgan Knowles, we know what Morgan Knowles has been doing all season. The moment he goes off, they're in big trouble. Like I said, the kicking game in by wasn't good enough. Wellesby's trying his best, but he's not a 6, he's a 7. He's not a 6, he's a 1. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. I mean,
they'll still beat us in the playoffs, Dave. Beat us 3 times this year.
Well, I mean, look, there was patches in the game where they tried to be expansive, but for the vast majority of the time, it was one out rugby league down the middle. The amount of times that Whitley had the ball, and he was literally going 5 yards and falling, and you're just thinking, what's happened to St. Helens? It's really is a problem. And if you're Hull FC out there, you must be delighted you're getting Joe Batchelor. I mean, dearie me, wow. I mean, he's no James, is he?
Oh no, definitely the better ones, AKR.
Yeah, he's no James. But we will keep coming back to this, Mr. Sharp. We will keep coming back.
This is going to be a long debate. They're all kids.
This is going to be a lovely relationship we're going to have with Jack Sinfield as the candle and me and you at either end of the table, mate. And we'll see who blows out that candle first. Because let me tell you now, my cheeks are already puffing, mate. Don't you worry about that. It's been an absolute pleasure seeing you, mate. Hopefully we'll see you on the final whistle. You take care.
Will do, mate.
You're a legend, mate. Right, let's bring in Gary White. Can I say, Gary, how are you? Good to see you, mate. Your thoughts on your beloved Warriors, mate?
Yeah, I think it was for me. It was an unexpected performance tonight. I didn't think we would win by that much. I expected a little bit more of Castleford. I think Farrimond. I'm seeing on the Wigan groups already because I'm on the way back. I'm looking at these and everybody's saying, put Farrimond in there of Smith, and he's a far more creative player. Don't get me wrong, Farrimond is an absolute talent, and we absolutely need to keep hold of him. But people are forgetting Smith's control of the game. No disrespect to Castleford, but it was Castleford tonight, and there's nothing to play for. And, we looked a lot better, and Farrimond was fantastic. But I think come the real games, the actual games that matter, we're going to look a little bit different.
Yeah, I would agree with that. If you're watching on YouTube, then please go into the description. That's where you'll find the link to come on the show. If you want to come on the show, then just go into the description. It's the studio restream link that you're looking for. Get yourself in there, accept permissions, make sure you unmute and you put your camera on, and you could be on the show this evening. If you're on Facebook, exactly the same. Come on, it'd be great to have your company. But yeah, I mean, you heard Craig at the start. I don't know if you heard Craig at the start of the show getting giddy saying that was a statement win, Gary.
Yeah, I don't want to get carried away, Dave. No. Statement win, probably not. A good win, a win at the right time, a statement of intent that we can string some attack together at the right time of the year. Absolutely. But let's not forget, and again, I'll say this with the utmost respect, we were playing Castleford.
Correct.
So let's not get carried away. I'm not worried. I've said to you before, Dave, I'm not worried about us in the playoffs. I think we are hitting the right kind of form at the right time, and we know how to do that. So, yeah, statement of intent, not quite. Glimmer of hope, yeah. But we're going to be a different attacking team next time because Farrimond is as great as he played tonight, and he's an absolute star of the future. And I just hope that we don't let go of him, because however we can keep him, whatever we can do to keep him, we need to. But we're going to look a different team in the actual business end of the playoffs, because Smith's going to come back in. You cannot leave Smith out.
No, and that's the big dilemma, Gary, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, and this is the argument I've just been having with Alex. Every time Farrimond comes in, he looks the part, he looks a player, and by all accounts, he's done that again this evening. where he's come in and he's got 9 out of 11 kicks, hasn't he? 9 out of 11 kicks. He scored a brace. He's been at it all night. He's too good to be sat on a bench. And for me, and this might upset the cherry and whites out there, but if I'm Derek Beaumont, I'm putting a bit of cash under his nose and asking him to come home next season.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? And any of the other 2 teams that are going to join Super League next season, they've probably got space for him to make him their player that they build their team around. And that's what Wigan have got to be mindful of. However, I'll say again, we played Castleford tonight. He looked good. He looked great, but so did a lot of other players. I don't want to sound disparaging against Castleford because I don't do any team down. But, we're not playing Leeds. We're not playing Hull KR. And I'm sure that Fireman will be a fantastic player in time, but I still wouldn't put him above Smith.
No, and neither would I. But like I say, I think there comes a point where Fireman's got to do what's right for his career. And for me now, I know he's only young, but by the time Bevan French moves on to pastures new, which is the likelihood of the 2, Smith and French, you'd expect French maybe be the first to go to pastures new, maybe back home potentially. But you're talking what, 3 years, 4 years? By which time he's 23, 24. And it's about what playing week in, week out can do. And it's actually stunting his development by him not playing every week.
Yeah, but how are the Wigan club have managed this situation for decades? We've had players, who are basically waiting for dead man's shoes because the players in certain positions, key positions, and they've just been irreplaceable. But you've got to wait for your opportunity, or you go to some other club. And sometimes it works. I look at Sean Long at Saints. He was never going to get into that Wigan side. Went to Saints, had a fantastic career, became a great player. Does Farriman take that chance of going to, I don't know, whichever team, or does he think, well, you know what, French might go, something might happen, and I get my chance at Wigan? I don't know. It's a difficult one, and it must be massively difficult for a player like Farriman with the talent that he's got and the obvious enthusiasm he's got and potential. I don't know, but it's up to the club to manage it. And let's see. I don't know. With the inclusion of another 2 teams in Super League next year, there's a lot of spaces available. There's a lot of teams that would build their team around Jack Farriman. Well,
and I go back to Leigh. And you talk about wait for your chance, Leigh, improving year on year. I think they're going to be a very difficult proposition, probably for Wigan. Actually, the way the league is looking, it's a high probability that that's going to be the semi-final at the Brick. The battle of the Borough, number 4 of the season. You put Farriman in that team alongside Lockie Lamb, and all of a sudden, it's a hell of a partnership, isn't it?
Well, he's a elite lad, isn't he?
He is.
So,
He is.
I don't know.
If I'm Mr. Beaumont, I'm having a look. Rumour has it Harvey Hill's off at the end of the season for you, isn't he? Sam Esser back in, Harvey Hill away. I'm hearing.
Yes.
Great man.
Yeah. I think
shame for Harvey. Shame for Harvey.
Showed great promise towards the end of this season in the last few games. Maybe not been given enough opportunity in the rest of the season, but I don't think he's really kind of lived up to the potential that he had, apart from the last couple of games.
Potential.
Yeah.
Just saying, mate. Just saying. Jai Field now, top try scorer, 24, going 2 clear of Lewis Martin tonight. Do you think Jai will finish top of the shops?
I think he.
1 round to go.
I think he possibly will. I think he probably will, to be honest with you. But again, I've said it before. I think Jai's Jay or Jai or whatever he wants to call himself. I think he's great in the right opportunity, but I still don't think he's a fullback. He disappoints me every time he runs that ball in.
Wow, that's a big shout. That's a big shout. But hey, we might come back to that. We might come back to that another time. But hey, if he does beat Lewis Martin for top try scorer, how many seasons in a row have Wigan Warriors players finished top try scorer in Super League?
Do you want the actual stats or just my opinion?
No, just how many times?
Oh God, I wouldn't like to say, but we've got to be. We've got to be up there. But then again, you know, I don't have anything in front of me, Dave, to answer.
No. Well, you should know who finished top try scorer last year.
Marshall.
Yeah, and the year before that.
You're asking me to go back now, mate. No.
Tied with Tom Johnson, it was Aberystwyth, and the year before that was Bevan French. So actually, it'd be the fourth season in a row a Cherry and White finishes top try scorer in Super League. There you go, a little bit. Before that, it was Ken Seal, but that's another story. That was a long time ago. Right, okay, Gary, mate, great catching up with you. I don't know if Simo's back. I think Simo might be back. Are you back, Simo?
Yes, can you hear me, Dave?
Right, Simo's back. Gary, you have a lovely evening. Hopefully we'll see you again on another edition, mate, or maybe on the final whistle. You take care and enjoy Kevin Sinfield, because, of course, you won the tickets for that.
I will do, mate. Looking forward to that.
More details on the way, mate. Don't worry. I think it's probably going to be on the guest list, I'm guessing. But more details on that to come, okay?
Thanks for that, mate.
Pleasure, mate. You take care. Simo, you're back. What do you want to say?
I'm just wondering if Sharpie's going to have a late night by picking out splinters out of him, because he was dodging and weaving in your questions about Sinfield. I just want to say, in my opinion, I don't know what you're thinking, Dave, but if he didn't have the last name Sinfield, I think Leeds would have already got rid of him. I think he needs a year in Championship to actually guide a team round field.
Wow. Well, there you go. Would you have him over? This will, we've got some Rhinos fans watching who are itching, thinking, do I go on, do I not go on? This next question might be a loaded question, but hey, it could be good fun. Would you have Jack Sinfield over Jensen Winley?
Probably not. And only reason I'm saying that is, and it's not because I'm a Castleford fan, it's because I've seen enough of Jack Sinfield at this time to make my mind up on him. Like I've just previously said, I think we obviously reserve grade competition as it is, and he's not getting a look in at Leeds unless there's an injury. I think him doing a bit of unopposed training in captain's run, going through motions, he's not developing at rate that he should be developing at. That's why I think he should, in my opinion, he should have already been loaned out to a Championship team, like I said, to run a team for season, and then we can see what he's made of. I mean, I've had a bit of banter with Sharpie over the last 24 hours. I mean, Sharpie told me that Sinfield got man at match in stadium for Leeds last night, and I was like, are you crazy? I don't know what your thoughts are, Dave. Do you think Sinfield were Leeds' best player last night?
Well, I think a man called Kevin was giving the honours out. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo how that happened, mate. I really, really don't. For me, but then again, they were slim pickings last night for Leeds.
Well, yeah, but you look at Leeds last night, and you had Cooper Jenkins, Aledzki. They were a lot better than Sinfield. Sinfield probably only got man at match because of his last name.
Oh, you're filthy over him, aren't you? Anyway, are you still on cloud nine after winning your cup final last week, or have you come down tonight?
Well, no, listen, I were on cloud nine, and it was cup final, and like I've said to you, and I said it on final whistle, and you can pull recordings out, I didn't expect Castleford to win the last 4 or 5 games, whatever I said. So to get one win, were fantastic. Now, obviously, we've got a massive squad overall to go into 2026. It's our centenary year. We're getting Ryan Carr over to coaches, and I think hopefully we'll have a bit of a bit more competitive team going into next season.
Yeah,
but I don't want to use one of your words, Dave, but hopefully it might be our year.
Well, next year? Next year might be your year.
No, I'm joking. I'm just thinking realistically, and somebody asked me this other day, where can you see Cass finishing? And I said, between very highest, if we have a fantastic year, probably 7th. Lowest I'd want us to finish would be probably about 9th.
Oh, mate, you're not. Do you know what, mate? Should we have I'll go 50 quid action for Alfie with you that you're not going to finish 7th next year.
I'm not. But listen, that is between 7th and 9th.
Well, I got it's a 14 team.
Listen, you know me, Dave.
Well, do you know what? In fact,
if we finish,
go on.
If we finish between 7th and 9th, if we finish 9th, I'll be happy. Season 1, big squad overall. It's going to be a 3-5 year plan with Chris Chester and Ryan Carr. So look at Hull FC this year. Who'd have predicted them to be 6th, 7th? I didn't.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the top 9 places. Then let's 50 quid it for action for Alfie next year. I think you finish 10th or below.
What? So if Cass,
I think you finish 10th or below.
You finish 10th or
you'll
below.
Finish 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, or 14th. Probably not 14th. I don't think you'll finish bottom.
Are you that confident,
Well,
Dave?
you're the one who started talking silly 7th. So, I mean, if you're going to talk silly 7th, you've got to take a 50 quid.
It's not silly. It's not.
Take a 50 quid.
7th is like 7th is eye in sky, isn't it? 9th is probably more realistic.
You'd go 50 quid after for Alfie, wouldn't you?
We can.
Wouldn't you?
Well,
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll let you go and do some analysis and let me know in the week. Comedy gold. Go on.
Listen, I'll put
He's doing it. He's doing it. Happy days.
No, listen, I will. Listen, he's not going in your back pocket, is it? It's going to. In fact, no. I'll tell you. No. In fact, I'll tell you what.
Go on.
I'll make it. I will make it around 100 quid.
Fine, mate.
Right. There you go. We'll make it around 100 quid. It's for a good cause.
It is.
If anybody else is listening to this, Dave will put link up. Action for Alfie. If you don't know what it's about, Super League Raw will explain it. He's a lovely little kid. I got the prime opportunity. I got the wonderful opportunity to meet him at Wembley at Challenge Cup final. If anybody's got any spare change willing to donate, it's for a lovely little kid, and just let's try and get him some of his wish list ticked off.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. And actually, and I've actually put up the QR code. That donate me now. That'll take you to Alfie's page. Lovely young kid. We've done a lot of work with him and his family, and we've got a massive event planned for February as well. More details on that due to come out. So yeah, you're right. I'm not pocketing it. But just do us a favour, Simo. When you go to the cash machine, make sure that they're nice and crisp. The notes that you take out. I don't want any down the back of the city. I want nice, crisp notes donating to Action for Alfie, mate.
I'll just do a bank transfer because
that's fine.
Knowing what I'm like, Dave, I'd give you £1 coins.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Good man. I don't know why Adam's phoning in on a different line if he's in your car.
No, I've dropped him off, mate.
Is that the little one?
Yeah, Little's laughing, yeah.
He's been hanging around with Adam too much, mate. He's picked up his laughing. He needs to get that sorted out. Anyway, I'll bring Mr. Reeves. Go on.
All right, take care.
Right, Reeves. Reeves has been listening to that. Good to see you, Simo. Take care, mate. Safe journey home. Mr. Reeves, back to you. Are you giving money away like Simo as well?
I was just coming on to double down on the bet. So I'll also donate £50 to Action for Alfie.
Yeah.
If Castleford finish above 10th.
Above 10th? So you're going. So if they finish above 10th, you'll give 50 quid to Action for Alpha. So what you're saying there is, if they're 9th or above, you're getting 50 quid going in.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right. Okay.
I also believe that they finish 10th, 11th, 12th.
Right. Do you think it'll be 10th or below? Yeah. And of course, if they finish 9th, they finish. I'm trying to remember now what betting him. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So I've given him the top 9 places, haven't I?
You're giving him the top 9, yeah.
Super. So if that'll make it a bit easier for me. So if they do finish 9th, at least an extra 50 quid's going in, which would be nice. That'd be nice. That's very kind of you, Adam. Wonderful stuff. Like I say, we've had a lot of silliness tonight on this phone in. We've had Jackson Field will win a grand final at 7 for the Leeds Rhinos. We've had Simo. Well, we just had Simo, haven't we? I mean, that was just comedy gold. I mean, I don't think any. I mean, it was like he kept thinking about extending his arm to accept the bet, and then kept retracting it at a moment's notice. Absolutely. Anyway, let's bring a bit of style. Let's bring a bit of styling. Let's bring our Rebecca in. So, Mr. Reeves, you enjoy yourself. I'm going to bring our Bex in. Right, here she comes. Here she is, the star of the show as always. Hey up, our Bex. How was the Leigh Leopards? Your second time there, mate. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was a great atmosphere. Loved it. I'm just going back hotel. I'm just giving you the heads up that I'm going back.
We can all sleep safely in our beds knowing that you have not gone walkabouts, which is absolutely outstanding. But what did you make of the atmosphere? That sounded incredible tonight at the Leopards.
Yeah, blowing away, basically.
Yeah.
No words. Yeah, Saints were all right, but Leigh, obviously, I knew Leigh would win anyway.
Yeah.
And
who did you go with tonight? Did you meet up with any of the community?
Yeah. I met Heather, obviously. I seen Heather there, and then Carla. I said hi to Carla.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you've had a lovely evening, Rebecca, yeah?
Yeah.
That's outstanding. We're delighted that you've had. And of course, Bex is a Warrington supporter, and she's gone to Leigh to watch a game of rugby league tonight as a neutral. That is what it's all about. And met up with some wonderful people while you're there. I take it the girls were pretty happy with the result.
Yeah. Heather walking back round. She went to see the lads at St. Helens fans gave me wick, so I thought I'd come back.
Yeah. And I don't know what viewpoint you had. Dawn's asking. We did speak about it earlier, but you were there. You saw it live. What did you make of Kyle Felt's tickle with a fingernail?
Well, that was shocking. I did.
Oh, dear me. Love it. Unbelievable, mate. Absolutely unbelievable. It was worse than Harry Smith's, wasn't it? It was a shocker.
What time did he go to the video ref? No, come on. You've seen the game, for crying out loud.
Out loud. Oh, mate, absolutely outstanding stuff. Look, Bex, it's the best way to end a phone in. It really is. Absolutely fantastic. Love the fact that you're getting out there and watching rugby league and meeting up with the community. Absolutely fantastic. Look, we need more people doing this. It's dead easy. All you've got to do is press the link in the description. You press the link in the description. You come on and you talk about rugby league. It's the only phone out there.
I'm going into the chaos now.
Wow, what's the chaos, mate? What's that? Are they all in there? Oh yeah, look at that lot. Yeah, there's loads in there. Yeah, you go steady, mate. You go steady. You take it easy in there. Is Nicola Burtonwood in there?
I don't.
Nicola.
Hold on a minute.
See if Nicola Burtonwood's in there.
Scotland there, aren't you?
Yeah, Nick has, yeah. She'll probably be 3 sheets to the wind as well. Good evening, Mrs. Burtonwood. I hope you're well.
No,
Nicola.
Not in this bit.
All right, no dramas. Well, look, you get yourself off to bed. Lovely speaking to you. You have a good evening, and I'll see you soon, mate. You take care.
All right, bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Look, at the end of the day, right, this is what it's all about. It's about getting people on, talking about the game of rugby league, the full-time phoning. Nobody else is doing this. We need your help. We need your support. We want this to fly next year. We want it to fly. There's got to be so many livid Saints fans out there. And I know that the tendency is go and watch Red V. I bet that's comedy gold this evening. And I get that. And I understand that. But come on here, debate it with other fans. Have a bit of sport. That's what it's all about. I mean, I can't believe the Leeds Rhinos fans haven't phoned in tonight. I mean, they must be absolutely livid. Yes, it's been a great season. But wow. And as I'm talking, Heather Bailey Alafa has decided to come in right at the death. There she is. She's got home. Just spoke to Rebecca. Heather, you are going to be finishing a minimum of 4th this season.
Third.
But you are 3rd at this moment in time. Great atmosphere tonight. What did you make of the game?
Oh, listen, I didn't think it was going to be that wide with the score. I was expecting a close game. Very, very pleased with the end result. It was a fantastic game.
Yeah, Edwin Pape.
The atmosphere was just electric. It was brilliant.
Yeah, it came across that way. Edwin Pape, yellow or no yellow for you?
No yellow for me.
No.
A penalty, yes. Listen, he went in on the tackle, he hit him on the shoulder, and then obviously, yeah, the arm went up high, but the initial hit was on the shoulder.
Yeah, he more than made up with his try. What did you make of Kyle Felt's Oscar attempt?
Well, we've got another national television award in the line, haven't we? I mean, come on. It was ridiculous. And I agree with Rebecca. We didn't even need to go to the video ref. It was clear as day of what he did. But for me, the funniest thing was after, with everybody, obviously the crowd just went mad, and all you could hear was cheat, cheat, cheat. It was, mad.
Yeah.
To see a grown man do that, though, it's a bit of a disrespect to the game in itself.
Well, I know. I mean, obviously, I know your hubby. He's probably in the background there. I mean, if he was a professional rugby league player and he needed something like that, would his tea be on the table when he got home, or would you be putting him in the shed?
He'd be in shed. I don't even think I'd give him the shed. That's got a roof on it. He'd be out in the rain.
Happy days. Love it. Absolutely love it. Good to see the young lads getting on the score sheet again tonight. Andrew Badrock outstanding, took the try. Really, I mean that first try, the Lockie, was poetry. I mean, Lamb's in incredible form this season, but I don't know where Robertson was going. I think he was trying to find Kyle Felt's eyebrow or something that had fallen off. But he went walkies, didn't he, Robertson? But for Lamb to spot that and just hold, I mean, almost do the John Barnes holding, give and pass it out the right time. And Badrock had to just basically follow Hodgson and go over for the try. It was as simple as that. It was all about Lockie Lamb. But good to see Badrock on there. And Keenan Brand as well, another try for Brand. I mean, that's 16 now for this season.
He's doing really well, isn't he?
He's been outstanding, mate. Delighted for him.
Yeah, I mean, I made a couple of comments a couple of weeks ago about Brand, which was he gets the ball and he runs in instead of trying to run down the wing. He seems to run in. He was making more meters running side to side than what he was going forward. Mm. But then tonight, the last couple of games actually, he's done fantastic, hasn't he? He's done really, really well.
He's a player, mate. He's a player. And the thing is, very similar to Yamila, when Briscoe went out the other year and Yamila got his chance, Keenan's taking his. It'd be very, very harsh now for Keenan Brand to lose that position on the wing the way he's played this year.
I wouldn't like to see him be out. I'd want to be seeing him on the pitch, 100%. Yeah. I think Hanley and Brand, husband in background, I think Hanley and Brand, they are a really good team, they're a good partnership.
Yeah, no, they're looking really, really good. And of course, it would appear now, I still fancy Wakey. I do. I still fancy Wakey for sixth. I do. Yeah. I think because of the injuries to FC, Warrington could win this weekend. And I can't believe I'm saying that they could. Mm-hmm. If FC were to win, then, I can't remember who FC got last game. They got Catalan. Well, do you know what? The way Catalan played against Leeds, if that Catalan turns up against FC, you never know. I still think that FC have got the trickier one. I know that, of course, from a Wakey perspective, if Wakey got this weekend, they've got.
Who's Wakey got this weekend, Chris?
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah. So I don't see him getting any joy out of that. But then, of course, they got Salford last game. So I still think that it could be Wakey. But that said, it's going to be one or the other. With Hull FC's injuries, would I be right in thinking from a Leopards perspective you'd rather play FC?
We've not got the best track history, have we, with FC? I mean, that's a game that we should definitely have won this year, and we didn't. Yeah. No, I think I'd rather Wakefield.
Would you?
Yeah.
Ooh, be interested to see if other Leafers agree on that. I think with the injuries that have befallen FC, I think if they did scrape into sixth, I think that could be that could be a good tie for the Leopards. But it's all ifs, it's all buts. One thing we do know is that if you do hold on to third, you're probably playing Wigan at the Brick. It's a repeat of last year's semi-final. And let's be fair, that was a cakewalk for the Warriors. Would you expect a better performance from your Leopards this year if it was the same again?
Yeah, massively. We're a different team. Yeah, we had a bit of a wobble a few weeks ago. But look what we've done the 3 weeks prior to that with the 3 big games that we won. We're a completely different team. I'm sure on the socials the other night, I think I said I'd rather play Hull. I can't remember, actually. It might have been Wigan. But no, I think if that's how it ended and it was us and Wigan, I think you'll see a massive difference in the way that we play.
Well, all I know is this, and you know, I don't want to burst your bubble after a great evening that you've had down there at the LSV. It looks absolutely outstanding on the
Well, don't do it. Don't burst my bubble.
You might want to put earplugs in. You're 2-1 up in the Battle of the Borough. Can you imagine the pies if they was to knock you out and make it 2-all?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm sorry. Your Prosecco's gone flat.
It doesn't matter who we play because at the moment they should be worrying about us.
Absolutely. Love it. Absolutely love it. Heather, great to see you, mate. Great to see you. We're less than, what are we now? We're less than a month away from the grand final when we'll all be together, and I can't wait for that. That's going to be outstanding. Thanks very much indeed for dialing in. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. And in the chat, Rebecca's saying thank you very much for being great company this evening. So Rebecca's
it was lovely to meet her, and we've had a good night, and it was nice to spend a bit of time with her, so she's more than welcome.
Fantastic. You go well. You look after yourselves.
Cheers, guys. See you later.
All the best now. Bye-bye. So there you go. There's the phone-in. So look, you need to get in now. You might be sitting there at home thinking, well, it's all the members. Well, yeah, it is members, but this is open to everyone. We want to meet new people. We want more opinions. So next time around, when we do the next phone-in, please just press the button. Press the button. Come on. Have your say about the great game that is rugby league. We know you're out there, and we know you've all got opinions. And why shouldn't rugby league have a debate? Why shouldn't we have a great phone-in like the other sports do? So please do take this opportunity. We're going to keep turning up for you. We want you to turn up for us. Super League Raw, the only full-time phone-in out there. It's going to grow. It's going to get better, but we need your help to do that. We hope we've had a great night of rugby league action. Of course, we get to do it all over again tomorrow with the games that are taking place. Of course, Wakey against KR and Warrington taking on FC. Enjoy your rest of your weekend, the rest of rugby league. Don't forget the Final Whistle podcast on your way into work on Monday morning. Look it up on Apple, Spotify, Super League Raw, and you'll have the Final Whistle podcast. That's available for you on Monday morning. And if you've never seen it before, make sure that you tune in for Super League Raw Weekly live 8 p.m. this Tuesday night on YouTube, because you can't beat a bit of weekly. If you want to know what else we do here at Super League Raw, stick around until the end. This is what you've got to look forward to for the rest of the week. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back for another phone in very soon. Bye for now, folks.